Deep in the wood, away from the city crowd, lived a family in their small hut. They were in despair, not enough food and money. The wife had just given birth for their 13th child. Prosperity is like a dream in a cloud.
This cannot go on. I must seek miracle.
The father set a journey through the woods, seeking hope for his family. Hours after hours, the man kept searching throughout the dark and cold weather. And then he encountered a shadowy silhouette. It appeared to be the man's God. It offered to lighten the man's burden and act as godfather to his risen child.
No, I cannot entrust my child to you.
He refused God's offer. The man wouldn't entrust his child to someone who passed judgment on human's life. He continued to venture forward. Then he met another figure. It was the devil. That horned figure offered the same thing as God, to lighten the man's burden.
No, I cannot entrust my child to you too.
Yet again, he refused the offer. He was afraid of what trickery that the devil had in his mind for his child. The man pressed on forward. The more steps he took, the more hope shattered before his eyes. Until finally he reached the edge of the wood, he is exhausted and starving. His life is withering away. That time, another shadowy figure appeared. The sunken eyes stared out of his gaunt face, which broke into a crooked smile. This was Death himself, here to claim his life. The man knew that all people are equal in the eyes of Death, and Death never tricked people. In his dying breath, he pleaded,
Please, save my family. Bring them happiness and prosperity.
Death was intrigued.
Very well, I shall grant you your wish, but your time is out.
Death accepted the man's plea. He promised to return his risen child when he came of age to become his godfather. The man smiled. The death grasped his dying soul, dragged it into the realm of death. It's been days since the father left his family. They assumed he is already gone. And at that time, miracles started to happen. There's always plenty of food for the family. The children grow healthy and strong. Years later, when the youngest son had grown into an ambitious young man, Death came for the promised.
What are you? What do you want from me?
He is shocked to the core. Chill ran down his spine. This dreadful being stand before him, explaining his promise to the son father. Then, Death gives the man a flesh-containing cure for all human ailments. Death promising his godson to become a successful doctor with the cure. However, the powerful potion came with a very strict rule.
If you find a sick person and I was hovering atop of their bed. You may cure them with just a whiff of the antidote fumes. However,
A sickening smile rose from that face.
if I was lingering at the foot of the person's bed, I already claimed its life. You could do nothing to them.
In time, the rumors of the doctor's potent potion became known throughout the land. Many patients come and cured. Some had their life claimed by the dead. He grew rich and famous. Supporting his family is an easy task now. Until one day, his mother fell ill. He rushed to her aid, but just to find death linger at the foot of the bed. Feeling despair not being able to save his mother, he came up with a plan to deceive death. He swiftly spun the bed around and reversed that position, leaving him to cure his mother. She was cured, but death was livid.
What are you doing? I have already claimed her life.
That it's not please, the doctor pleaded.
Please, Godfather, I cannot stand to lose my family anymore. Please, forgive me.
Dad listened to his godson pleas and forgave his action. One day, the king fell ill. He summoned the famous physician to treat him. The doctor desperately wanted the glory of saving the king. Knowing that death may linger at the foot of the king's bed, before he came to the castle, he asked the king's servant to position the king's bed so the foot is blocked by the wall. Death couldn't linger at the foot of the king's bed. Then the doctor administered the potion to the king. Death is furious.
You insolent fool! You dare to deceive me again? If you cheat on me again, you will pay for it with your life.
The doctor cowers in fear. He promised to never cheat Death again. After some time, the king summoned the doctor yet again. The princess was gravely ill, and the king had promised incredible riches to anyone who could cure her. The rumor had said that the princess has unparalleled beauty. The doctor is eager to see the princess, forgetting about his godfather. He enters the princess' chamber, but upon seeing the sleeping princess, he is stunned. He was so struck by her grace that he failed to notice that the death is lurking by her feet. He swiftly healed the princess, but before she could even utter her thanks, Death had dragged his lovesick godson away, dragged him into nothingness, deep, dark, and haunting. The doctor finds himself surrounded by countless quivering candles, each representing the duration of a life. As punishment for his godson's foolish attempt to master morality, Death whittled his candle down to its wick. Seeing his own dwindling light, he felt the fear he had often saw in his patient's eye.
No, please, forgive me. I'm not ready to die yet. Please.
He desperately begged Death to transfer his dying light onto a new candle.
You heed no mind to my warnings. Now you shall pay.
Death stood emotionless, staring at the sputtering flame. Then he blows the fine fire until all that was left of the doctor was a wisp of smoke.